Some buildings never let their guests leave. From forgotten prisons to elegant hotels, these locations are said to trap the living and the dead alike. Tonight we count down 10 haunted places where the dead still walk and the living sometimes don't come back unchanged. Hi, I'm your host, and let's jump into this list. Number 10. Eastern State Penitentiary, Philadelphia, USA. This former prison was once home to America's most notorious criminals, including Al Capone, but it hasn't been used since 1971. Now those who wander through the crumbling cells of Eastern State Pen report hearing the sounds of the past. The rhythmic clanking of cell doors slamming shut still echoes through the halls. Even the showers are said to turn on by themselves and then immediately drain to a gruesome red color. One area that's off limits to tourists is Cell Block 12. The architects behind the prison claimed it was for safety reasons. However, the staff say it's because the block is haunted by the spirits of prisoners who died within its walls. They also hear the echo of screams from inside the cells, even though no tour group dares venture inside to investigate. If you want to learn more about this chilling location, make sure you check out the official account. Number 9. Aokigahara Forest, Japan. At the base of Mount Fuji lies a forest so creepy it has its own name, the Sea of Trees. Despite the beautiful name, however, Aokigahara is anything but scenic. It's incredibly dense, covering the ground like a thick blanket. And with hardly any birds singing or wind moving through the trees, visitors have said it's unnerving to experience. Many have reported seeing phantom lights deep in the woods. Some claim these belong to lost hikers who wandered in and never returned. The wind also whispers stories of those who come to the forest and don't leave, making it seem as if the trees themselves are warning you not to stay too long. Don't look back. You'd hate to see what's coming for you. Number 8. Poveglia Island, Italy. Once used as a quarantine station for plague victims, Poveglia Island, Italy has seen its fair share of suffering. It was later converted to an insane asylum where patients were subjected to lobotomies. Some sources even claim it was used as a vampire prison. Today, fishermen will avoid its shores as much as possible for fear of finding bones in their nets. A small boat can be seen docked on the island, containing the belongings of the last caretaker who went crazy and had to be restrained before he hurt himself. According to local legends, people disappear on the island. When the government attempted to demolish the buildings, workers fell ill and claimed they could hear the cries of patients calling out to them from inside the walls. Number 7. Banff Springs Hotel, Canada. Perched up high in the Rocky Mountains is a historical hotel that seems straight out of a storybook. The Banff Springs Hotel is a popular tourist destination and has been featured in several movies. It's also considered one of the most haunted locations in Canada. Its construction began in 1888 and it was completed only 3 years later. Legend has it that a young bride was preparing for her big day in the ballroom when her dress caught fire. She ran to escape, but she tripped and fell all the way down the grand staircase. Today, guests claim to see the bride dancing in the same room, twirling in her dress of flames. Number 6. Hoia-Baciu Forest, Romania. Hoia-Baciu Forest is located near the city of Cluj-Napoca. Locals know it as the X-Forest due to the mysterious symbol carved into some of the trees found throughout the woods. The symbol looks remarkably similar to the one found on the back of a 1970 Soviet spacecraft. Some believe aliens landed in this forest and vanished. However, others think the strange symbols are evidence of a secret military base hidden somewhere nearby. What started out as a fun picnic spot became cursed when several unexplainable occurrences happened one summer evening. A man, his wife, and child were taking pictures when a flash suddenly appeared in one of the photos. The family saw nothing when it happened, but they weren't the only ones. That fateful day, other visitors reported camera flashes, but no one was there. The following year, the same family returned to take another picture. When they developed the film, they noticed a strange green glow surrounding them in the photo, along with a blurry figure standing between them and their daughter. Overnight, the forest became known as the Bermuda Triangle of Romania, with hikers claiming to enter the clearing and have hours erased from their memory. Their compasses spin, radios go dead, and many never want to return. So be careful when you enter this clearing. The forest erases your time. Before we go on, we just want to give a big shout out to everyone who has liked, commented, and subscribed to our channel. We love bringing you the scariest and most spine-chilling tales and hope you enjoy listening to them. We've got a few more videos for you to watch after this one, and we can't wait for you to see them. But for now, let's get back to our terrifying countdown. Number 5. Château de Brissac, France. Built in 1003, Château de Brissac was the home of French royalty until Marie Leschinska moved in during the French Revolution. While living in the chateau, she made enemies at the court of Louis XVI. After being accused of treason, she was escorted from the chateau in the middle of the night and beheaded. Her spirit is said to roam the third floor, appearing as a lady dressed in green holding a white rose behind her back. Some witnesses claim to see a second face scream from her own. Be careful if you encounter her. If you do, she may try to pull you into her tragic story. Number 4. Old Changi Hospital, Singapore. During World War II, the Imperial Japanese Army occupied Singapore and turned the old Changi General Hospital into a place of torture and suffering. Prisoners were forced to crawl through mud and were left without food or water. Those who tried to escape were shot without hesitation. Today, visitors report feeling heavy chains dragging behind them, as if an entire battalion of soldiers is marching right behind you. And the air is thick with the sound of angry shouts and commands barked in Japanese. The presence is so strong that many feel compelled to march alongside the invisible shadows until they reach the end of the corridor. Number 3. La Recoleta Cemetery, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Founded in 1776, La Recoleta Cemetery is one of the oldest cemeteries in South America. It's filled with elaborate mausoleums that belong to the rich and powerful. But what happens when their graves are disturbed? Caretakers claim to see marble angels weeping real water. And when they unlock the mausoleum doors in the morning, they find them flung open and the statues facing toward them. Spirits are said to linger around the cemetery, particularly the mausoleum of former President Juan Domingo Perón. Legend has it he hears whispering voices while visiting his wife's grave, even though no one else is present. Number 2. The Tower of London, England. Overlooking the River Thames is the historic Tower of London, which served as a royal palace, prison, and mint. It's believed that over 2,000 people lost their lives within its walls. Today, tour guides tell stories of 2 ghosts who haunt the castle. Anne Boleyn was beheaded in 1536 after being accused of adultery. She appears as a translucent figure carrying her own severed head. In some versions of the story, she even offers her hand to anyone who approaches her. Then there are the 2 young princes, the Duke of York, and his brother, the Duke of Clarence, whose father, King Edward IV, died suddenly. The boys were sent to live in the tower where their uncle, Richard III, locked them up and had them starved to death. People have heard their cries echoing through the halls. Some even claim to have seen their apparitions standing by the window, looking out for a way to escape. Number 1. Monte Cristo Homestead, Australia. Sitting on the edge of a cliff is a sprawling Victorian mansion with 18 bedrooms and a 2-story library with over 20,000 books. It's known as the most haunted house in Australia. It was built by Sir John and Elizabeth Cox in 1881. However, both died shortly after the construction ended and the property was sold. The new owner discovered a secret passage in the basement leading to an underground cellar. The following year, a young girl was found drowned in the bathtub. Since then, visitors have reported seeing a phantom maid roaming the upper floors and hearing the rattle of dishes in the kitchen. Some even claim to feel the touch of a ghostly stable boy while walking around the grounds. There have been so many paranormal sightings at Monte Cristo Homestead that researchers believe the house itself is haunted. They also say it's the only place in Australia where ghosts will follow you home. Before you go, make sure you haven't brushed shoulders with the dead. You don't want to invite unwanted company back to your place. Thanks for watching. Which one would you dare to spend a night in? Tell us in the comments. And remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you part first to hear the next tale from the world as darkest corners.